360 Go Ultra while traveling. This is day 3. We are in Las Vegas. You know, there's a lot of things happening right now in Vegas. There's an AI conference. There is the Mr. Olympia, super crazy. Seeing a lot of bodybuilders around, seeing some updates, and of course there is why I'm here. You know, I'm traveling around for vacations. It's really busy out here, and my daughter is doing a dance conference as well. So it is a lot of adventures and a lot of opportunities to use the Insta360 Go Ultra. So day 2 yesterday it started to rain, there was thunder, and I was very confident using the Go Ultra because it's waterproof, and not necessarily me filming in the rain, just knowing that walking around I wouldn't have any issues. I was talking about yesterday, I took my son to the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. Amazing show. It was pretty incredible. Didn't really know what to expect going into it. You know, a lot of people suggested to go to the Wizard of Oz, so we did, not realizing it was the original movie. So once I saw some different advertisements and we got there, I said, hey, this would be really cool. And I got some footage in the beginning with the Insta360 Go Ultra. And lo and behold, the Sphere, you're watching this movie in the Sphere, and highly recommend. Even as an old movie, it's remastered. You're literally getting almost like this 360-degree view, more of a 180-degree view. And I was able to film in the beginning with this before the movie started. And my son enjoyed it, loved it, made you really feel like you were in the movie. The cool thing about it is they were doing a lot of different effects, wind and flames, and adding in some like leaves during the tornado for those of you that watch The Wizard of Oz, and it was incredible. Now, during the movie, the big hit for filming some of the footage, because I believe we weren't allowed to take pictures or video, was the Ray-Ban Metas. These have been incredible. These have been clutch in times and area where maybe it was, even though this is discreet, this is even more discreet. You put on the glasses, you hit record. Not a lot of people know that you're recording. The only thing is when I hit record on the Meta glasses is gotta be reviewing the footage, you gotta be very cautious of moving your head once you're recording, because looking back at the footage, there was a lot of movement, and I can tell that the AI was trying to stabilize the footage. So after The Wizard of Oz, anytime I took shots, I was thinking a lot when I was filming with the Meta glasses to ensure that I was the gimbal, essentially, while taking some shots around Las Vegas. Now, after The Wizard of Oz, the Insta360 Go Ultra, reviewing the footage, we went to the Sugar Factory for dinner. We filmed around the arcade and a lot of the shops, is the stabilization. So, I mean, I'm gonna be talking about in my review, but the stabilization on the Insta360 Go Ultra is absolutely clutch. It's really amazing, especially reviewing the footage when we went to the Rainforest Cafe. Wow, it was super smooth. It was like I was on a gimbal. Hey, seeing some people in the live stream. Terry, hello, welcome. And reviewing that footage was like I was using a professional camera. I typically use a Sony FX30, Sony FX3 on a DJI RS3 gimbal. And wow, the amount of tech that they put in this thing to stabilize footage is pretty amazing. Now, the big question when I get home, when I'm reviewing all this footage, is going to be the audio quality. You know, obviously being in Vegas, it can be very loud, and I did a few shots where I was kind of doing some vlogging and speaking to the camera. So I'm gonna be curious on how well the audio quality is. And when I get back, I'm also going to test it with an external wireless mic, specifically the Rode Pros and also the DJI mic. Those are the two wireless mics that I currently have to test, because it does have this USB connection which you can connect a wireless mic. Now, Insta360 does sell a wireless mic system. I don't have it, won't be able to try it out with that wireless mic setup. However, I have plugged in my DJI mic receiver into the Insta360, and it does show and recognize it as a wireless mic. Now, I tested it really quick, but nothing too crazy, and I was basically in a room, so the audio sounded fine, and it will be basically when I do my post video edit. So those are a lot of cool little things that I've really been checking out. Now, obviously, the Go Ultra, you can separate the camera and be even more discreet. I thought I would use the clip more during my trip, and this grip here, really does help with just holding it, putting it away in different scenarios to save battery life. That's the other thing that I've noticed with the Insta360 Go Ultra versus my Ray-Ban Metas is battery life. I did find that this was able to last me till the evening, and which wasn't an issue. And I think yesterday we were out and about from 8 o'clock till 8 o'clock at night. After the Wizard of Oz, we watched the 1 o'clock show, and we were done roughly around 3 o'clock. Obviously taking some footage with the Ray-Ban Metas, and it did run out of battery. The second thing, again, is a big factor between the two is, of course, memory. So the Meta glasses, where I did want to take a lot of footage within the Wizard of Oz, just because it was super cool, it did run out of memory. So again, huge advantage here with the Insta360 Go Ultra is having that ability for an external micro SD card. Now, I know I talk about that a lot, especially in my last video or my last live stream. I have 128 gigabyte micro SD card in this thing, taking some photos, taking some video, and I still probably have 2 hours of 4K footage that I can still put on here. Now, just for context, that is filming at 4K at 30 frames per second. I will be doing some testing with 4K 60 frames per second, specifically because when I changed to that setting, it did say that it would heat up, and basically telling me that I'll probably not have a lot of battery life. Not too worried about how much storage it's going to take or hold. It is going to be obviously something to think about when filming in 4K 60. Still, I mean, in the small package of this Insta360 Go Ultra, just to get 4K 60 is pretty incredible. Now, just for all of you thinking, if the micro SD card gets full and you're traveling and you want to make some room, do you need a computer to unload that? Well, I'm using my iPhone here, and there's an app. You can sync your photos and download them on your phone, and then you can obviously format the card. So as long as you have your phone with you and your phone does have some adequate storage, for me, that's not a problem. The iPhone 17 Pro Max that I have is the 512 gigabyte version. So totally not too worried about covering this once or twice. That being said, I haven't really taken enough videos or photos to max it out. So we're here for today still, day 4 for Sunday, and probably film a little bit on day 5. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think there'd be too much of an issue. Now, the other thing that you could do is just buy a massive card. I know in my Insta360 X5, I have a 512 gigabyte card in there, And again, just for everyone just jumped on the live stream, I only have 128 gigabyte micro SD card in here. So I guess it is also dependent. You could also just bring extra micro SD cards while you're traveling. Knowing the type of content, and I'm testing a few things. I'm also filming a few shots with my iPhone 17 Pro Max, obviously, just to see some comparison. And the Meta, the Ray-Ban Meta glasses as well. So that's just a quick day 3 update. We still have a lot of fun. We're going to be still going on a pretty nice adventure with the family on the strip. We're just taking a little bit of rest here during lunch, and we're going to check out Carmine's. We're going to Caesar Palace. Going to check out the Apple Store, see and take a look if there's any cases that I could get and possibly review. And of course, the family is going to be doing some shopping as well. So this is going to be kind of one of those days where we're going to be really touring and shopping around. And it is absolutely nice weather. Yesterday, a little bit of rain during the day and the afternoon. So today is going to be pretty flexible for us to walk around without any worry, looking at the clouds outside and looking at the weather outside for any type of rain. So thank you for watching, everybody. That is a short one. Thank you for jumping on the live stream. Appreciate you. And we'll catch you in the next one. And I'll probably pop in for a live stream tomorrow as well.